So as we look at this, the question is, as we look at the difference between these two, a boss and the servant leader, the question comes up, should we transform? Should we transform? If we are a command and control, should we make a transition to a servant leader style of leadership? And so in trying to answer those questions, the first thing we need to understand is that, what would work best for us? What's going to work best for us? Now, you will have some individuals that say the command and control is the best, and it is the only thing that's going to work in this organization. And so the answer to the question, should we transform? The answer is no. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. If that's the decision of the organizations and the leaders of these organizations, if the answer is no, then in essence, that organization just needs to keep doing what they're doing. But if the answer is yes, I'd like to take a look and see what this leadership style and how it can transform our organization. I'd like to take a look at this. The question then is how do we make this transformation? How do we move forward? How do we make this transition to be an organization that within it, with using a leadership style that in its DNA, it's about people. It's about developing people, developing individuals, understanding that those individuals, all of those individuals, have something to bring to the table. That is the question. And that's a question many organizations across globally, they're trying to make this same decision. Should we transform from a command and control to a servant leadership kind of leadership style? And the answer is, why should we? The question is, why should we? Why should we do this? Well, there is a Margaret Wheatley, who is an author, and she's looked at a lot of different organizations, a lot of different organization styles, and she came up with this statistic. Now, this statistic is almost right at 4 years old. So this is probably around 2018 or so. She stated that productivity gains in truly self-managed work environments are at a minimum 35% higher than in traditionally managed organizations. So the question is, when you look at a 35% productivity gain, that's quite a bit. And it's kind of hard just to turn your back on that number. If that number is true, 35% increase in productivity for an organization, regardless of what kind of an organization it is a pretty big gain. And so this is what, organizations have to take a look at. How does this help us as an organization to be more productive? And as we look at, and I like Robert Greenleaf's quote here, where he says, the journey to servant leadership is not only for management, and this is key, but should be embarked upon by each member of the team. So where one style is for management, for the management, for those that are in management positions, the other leadership style is not only about management, but it's about each and every member of the team. So as I said, if this statistic is correct, then the answer may be, yeah, we need to do this. But some organizations says, nah, we're not going to do this. And one thing we need to understand is we make a transition, as an organization makes a transition from command and control to servant leadership. It's not an easy transition. It's not like you blow some pixie dust on your organization and it's automatically transformed. No, it's a paradigm shift. And it's going to take some work. It's going to take commitment and work. And so individuals or organizations that look at this transition, they should not take this transition lightly, because it's going to take commitment, and it's going to take commitment from entire organization, not just management, not just the teams, but the entire organization. There must be a team commitment, because the journey is not a management journey. It's the entire entity, the entire team, the entire organization. That's what this journey is about.